Hi, Patrick here, Half Cheater Will View, and welcome back to Dollar Tree Theater. Dollar Tree Theater is an ongoing film review series that was started by a good friend, Hobbs Horror, in which we review movies that we found for $1.25 or less. It used to be $1, but then Dollar Tree raised their prices to $1.25, so now it's $1.25 and under. Any movie that you get for under $1.25 fits the criteria. I don't always get all my movies from Dollar Tree. Some I got from other places. I did pay for a dollar under $1.25. So the movie that I put out there for you guys to vote on, and which won my recent poll, was 2013's Odd Thomas. This is based on a series of 10 novels and one novella by Dean Koontz, who many consider the smart man Stephen King. Um, yeah, he's pretty good too. He's Dean Koontz is a hell of a writer. Um, and Odd Thomas is probably his longest ongoing series that he created. He stopped writing Odd Thomas novels back in 2015. Um, but the movie came out to start the franchise, hopefully start a franchise, and on surface, it seemed to be in really good hands, as it was written and directed by Stephen Sommers, who also did the Mummy series and Van Helsing. But unfortunately, for a lot of different reasons, this movie came out and did not do that well at the box office. It was made for a very good budget, $27 million. That's not bad at all. Um, but it only recouped 1.3. When it came out for sale, it made another 3.2 million. So did not do that well. And on top of that, the star of the film, who was Anton Yelich, he passed away in a very tragic accident. And so, yeah, he's still sorely missed. It's amazing how many movies of his I have. I dare say, I think I have most of his library, his catalog of work. Um, but let's get into Odd Thomas, because while the circumstances around this movie is marked by tragedy, the movie itself is actually pretty entertaining. It's more like an origin story, so we get to meet Odd Thomas, uh, who lives in a town called Pico Mundo, and he has abilities. He can see the dead, uh, or he could even talk to the dead, but they can't talk back to him. He can also detect paranormal entities. He also has what they call a psychic magnetism, uh, which means he can pretty much find anybody who he's looking for. If he wants to find you, he'll find you. Um, of course, it goes both ways. That if he doesn't want to be found, if he's trying to hide from somebody, unfortunately, it goes in reverse, and he can be found by the person that he doesn't want finding him. So this story, it's like I said, it's a story. It's an origin story. So we meet Odd and his girlfriend Stormy Llewellyn, madly in love, working at this. Odd works as a fry cook, and he's very popular. And Stormy's very cute, and she's played by Addison Timlin. Um, and uh, one night, Odd starts seeing what these creatures called Bodaks, and they're incredibly dangerous, especially if they're detected. If they know that you can see them, they will come for you. So you have to pretend you can't see them. So that puts Odd in a really hard rock and a hard place, because he can see them, but then he has to act like he can't. Um, the one time that a friend of his actually acknowledged that he could see them, his friend was killed right in front of him by them. So it's not a good thing. Uh, and when Odd sees this gentleman come in for ice cream, um, Fungus Bob, as he's called, when he sees him come in for ice cream, Odd notices that that Fungus Bob has drawn a ton of Bodaks around him. So he knows something bad is going to happen, because that's what the Bodaks are there for. they feed off the pain and suffering of others. So Odd begins to investigate it, and doing so, he follows Bob back to his house, where he finds that Bob is a serial killer. Um, but and that opens the door for a lot of adventures. I could say that. Bob is stalking Odd. It appears he's stalking him. He's following him. Him and Stormy. Odd dreams that he has been. He dreams that he's been killed. He's noticed that a bunch of people in bowling shirts also have been killed, and so he's trying to find out what's going on. And all the clues go one way, where the reality is different. Like he sees the people in the bowling shirts, they're red, but the only bowling alley in Pico Mundo, shows that the bowling alley shirts are in green or yellow. So he doesn't, he can't figure that out. He just can't get it. He's missing something in order to crack this event. There's going to be a catastrophe, and he's trying to stop it, and he can't. He's trying to figure out the clues. Stormy tries to help him out, as does the police chief, Chief Porter, played by William Dafoe. In one of William Dafoe's better roles, man, I really liked William Dafoe here. I wish they would have gave him more to do. I know they would have if the series would have progressed, but wow, it's people. I gotta just emphasize this: when William Dafoe actually gets a chance to play a nice guy, he excels at it. I mean, everybody knows he plays a great bad guy. I mean, holy cow, we all know that. But wow, when he gets a chance to actually play a good guy, man, he's even better. I mean, he really it's like the first Spider-Man. His character of Norman Osborn before the accident. I mean, just amazing performance. Of course, then we see him go crazy, but I was really blown away by his performance in a small role. And he protects Odd. He knows about Odd's gift, and he protects him. He cares for him almost like a son. Him and his wife. So during his investigations, he's trying to figure it out. People that are close to him things start happening to them. A friend named Viola. It looks like she's going to be killed. The chief Porter, he gets shot. He almost dies, but only because Odd gave him a talisman does he survive. And so Odd is drawn to where this event's going to happen. He figures out where it's happening, and it really scares him because it's where Stormy works at. She works at the mall, and that's where this event's going to happen. And I got to tell you, this movie was made in 2013. The last scene in the movie, where a massive mall shooting, it's way too close to home. And I know it's really a movie plot device, but that was 2013. It wasn't nearly as prevalent as it was today. So watching this scene of Odd Thomas, it might trigger people, to tell you the truth. It could trigger people, so I'm going to put a trigger warning there. It does show a mass shooting in a mall. Just want you to know that. It's sort of really too much like real life. And there's also another scene where Odd is chasing down a suspect, and this got me. He's running down an alleyway after the suspect, and the Jeep is backing out of his driveway and almost hits him. And of course, as we all know, that's exactly how Anton Ellick died. He died when his Jeep ran into him and pinned him against the wall. So that was very, very eerie and just actually very disquieting to see, and seeing that. This movie is really, I liked it. The only thing I probably would have changed with it, I probably wouldn't have had the narrative over the movie. I don't know how good a narrative works in a modern movie. I just don't know. I mean, if you could do an intro and you could do an outro, but over throughout the whole movie, I don't know how people really react to that. In fact, that's my question to you: is if a character is speaking into the movie and telling you what's going on or what have you, does that bother you, or do you feel like it's part of a movie? I know they used to do that a lot in the 40s and 50s for private eye movies, but you don't see it very often today. Um, this movie, like I said, it's a good movie. It's an emotional movie. It is an emotional movie. Um, you can't help. I think that comes with just knowing that Anton Yelich is no longer here. So I think every movie that you see of his that you've seen for the first time, I think it does that for you. It does that for me because I was a fan. Um, I like the whole cast. The cast is stellar. The cast is stacked actually. Anton Yelich, yeah, Addison Timlin. I don't know who she is. It's the first time I saw her. She was extremely cute, extremely cute. Played Stormy really well. And yes, Stormy did die in the first book on Thomas. So I heard people say, Did they take that out of did they do that too early for the movies? No, that's exactly how it happened in the first novel. I have read out of the 11 books. I have not read them all. I've read about 8. So I was a fan of On Thomas beforehand. Other cast members include Gugu Mbatha Raw, always entertaining, always a beautiful actress, always elevates the movie. Shuler Hensley as Viola, the friend they're trying to save. Uh, I'm sorry, Shuler Hensley is Fungus Bob. Mbatha Raw is Viola, the friend they're trying to save. Lenore Varela plays Odd's crazy ass mother. Of course, William Defoe. And there's one thing I have to say about this too. There's a lot of characters in this movie, a lot of actors in this movie that Stephen Sommers has used before in his films. Arnold Vosloo, Shuler Hensley, um, has have been used. Nick Torella and some other actors that have done his other films. So that was cool to see as well. All right, so that's it for us. This came out on Blu-ray. I got this from the Family Video for $1. Doesn't come with any features. No features. I was bummed up by that. No special features. Um, but still worth looking up. Still worth getting. Like I said, I got mine with a venticular cover on it. It's pretty cool. Uh, you can get this probably on eBay, or you might even be able to get this on Hamilton Book. I have a feeling you probably get this at Hamilton Book. You can get this on eBay. You can get this on Amazon. All right, that's it for this Dollar Tree Theater. We'll be back with another 5 films for you to vote on. And until then, we will talk at you soon. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the sub button. Leave a comment down below. In fact, yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite Anton Yelich movie was. Favorite Anton Yelich movie. What was his favorite role that you ever saw him in? And hit the like button. All right, talk to you soon. Peace. Peace.